Hey, coming at you with some I values today. We got to add them, subtract them, multiply them. So all kinds of operations with the I guys today. First one we got is an addition. If it's addition, if it's a plus sign, that's awesome. You don't have to change anything. So just drop those parentheses. 4 minus I plus 8 plus 6I. You don't have to change a thing. Like terms together. Here's the 4 and the 8. So the 4 and the 8 are together. We put our i's together. Negative I plus 6I. So you have two math problems. You got here and there. Like terms together, 4 plus 8. That is 12. A negative and a positive 6I. Looks like 5I. And we keep it in the standard form of A plus BI. So our number plus our I value. It's kind of a weird looking I. Hold on just a second. Okay, so the second one we don't have as much luck with. Check this out. It is a negative sign in between. So the first group's okay, but that second group you got to watch out for. So drop the parentheses here. This is 13 plus 5i, but that negative sign hits both of these on the inside. So negative times 2, negative times negative. So it changes those signs. Minus 2, and then negative times negative becomes plus 3i. So watch out for that. That's the one spot that really tricks up a lot of people. Okay, parentheses are gone. Like terms together. 13 minus 2. What do we got here? Plus 5i plus 3i. All right, 13 minus 2, that's 11. Plus 8i, we got it in standard form, our number first, the I value second. There you go. So an easier one because it's a plus sign, and then watch out for that, a minus sign in front of the parentheses. Okay, so for this video, we've got lined up about 8 examples. Let's do a third one. All right, here we go again, another look at a negative sign right in front of parentheses. So you're gonna change it. Negative 5 minus 2 minus 8i plus 3i. So we distribute that negative sign through the parentheses. Negative times 2, negative 2. Negative times positive 8i, negative 8i. Like terms together. Got my numbers first, my I value second. What do we got here? A negative 7. And we're looking at negative 8 be negative 5i. A plus bi. Boom. Kaboom. All right, so one fact that you got to remember today also when we go through all the multiplying is right here, this fourth example. You're going to have I squared show up a lot today. Anybody remember I squared? I squared, negative 1. I squared, negative 1. So when you see I squared, you're like, nope. I squared turns out to be negative 1. So that shows up the rest of this video on the rest of the problems. I squared, negative 1. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. Let's put a 9i outside the parentheses. 4 minus I inside the parentheses. So we're going to distribute that 9i. So 9i times 4, 9i times I. Now this is no stress. You got the I, you got the 9, the 4, not a lot going on there, 36i. Here though, you have an I times an I, and I times I, well that's I squared. But we know that I squared is no longer I squared. It is negative 1. So the I squared's out, negative 1 in, negative times negative. Whoops. So now we have 36i, negative times negative plus 9. So this is an I value, this is a regular number 9. We cannot add those together. Those are not like terms, we're done. But standard form always wants the number first, the I value second. So you're going to want to write it 9 plus 36i for your final answer. In standard form, number first, I value second. All right, again, I times I squared, negative 1. Oh, it's a big deal. All right, let's do a big old problem here. Number 6, 7 minus 2i. 3 plus 4i. Okay, so we got to distribute. So this 7, it's going to hit both of those. So you've got 7 times 3, 7 times 4i. The negative 2i, he hits both of those. So you've got negative 2i times 3, negative 2i times 4i. So what you have right here are 4 tiny math problems. 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. And we're going to get 4 tiny little math answers. 7 times 3, 28i, 6i. Oh, check it out. Here it is, the 2 times the 4. That's going to be 8. I times I, that's I squared. All right, we'll get to I squared in just a second. Let's clean up these like terms right here. So right in the middle, like terms, 28 i's. Take away 6 of those i's. Looks like 22 i's left over. All right, now let's get down to the I squared. For the rest of your life, I squared, negative 1. He's out. I squared is out, negative 1 is in. Uh-oh, check it out. Why? Hold on, guys. That's 8. I wrote 28 there. Sorry about that. It's still just 8. Okay, I squared's out, negative 1 is in. Negative times negative becomes positive. So a negative times negative gives me positive 8. Looks like I got one last thing to do. I got a 21 that's a regular number. I've got an 8 that's a regular number. I put them together. 21 plus 8, 29 plus 22i. And we got it in standard form at the end too. Okay, so things to look out for, like terms, right there in the middle. I squared becomes negative 1. Woo! A lot of stuff going on in that problem. All right, let's do a version of this that's going to be a little easier. Number 7. All right, I got a 12 minus 3i, and I got a 12 plus 3i. Same thing, we're going to distribute this. So you have 12 times 12 plus 12 times 3i. 3i times 12. 3i times 3i. So we've got the same setup that we just did on the previous example. You got your 4 math problems in a row. So we distribute both of those, set it up, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's clean up the mess. 144 plus 36i minus 36i minus, we've got it again. Here's 3 times 3, I times I. 3 times 3, that's 9. I times I is I squared. All right, the reason for this example, right here in the middle. You have a positive 36 and a negative 36. They cancel out. So this, it's gone, and leaves me with 144 minus 9i squared. So this cancels out. Let's deal with I squared being negative 1, which actually means you have a negative times a negative. So this becomes 144 plus 9. Now you have no I, guys. You got all like terms you can add together. 144 plus 9, that's 153. So check it, the negative and the positive, that's what happens right here. They cancel each other out. The I squared becomes -1, and that's all we got left, $1.53. All right, one more example. And then we'll wrap shop on this video. 8, let's see what we got here. 7 plus 2i. All right, so what happens on this last one is you have 7 plus 2i. Let's put a squared up there. That squared up there means there's 2 of these. It means you're going to write this twice. You have 7 plus 2i, and then you have a second 7 plus 2i. So writing it twice kind of guarantees you're going to get it right. At least we're hoping we're starting it correctly. All right, let's go. The 7's going to hit both of those. The 2i is going to hit both of those. So for the third example in a row, you got your 4 tiny math problems. So we have 7 times 7 plus 7 times 2i. 2i times 7 plus 2i times 2i. So 1, 2, 3, 4 math problems in a row. Distribute it all out. Clean up the mess. 49, 49 plus 49. Oh, we're at it again. 2 times 2 gives me the 4. I times I gives me the I squared. Oh yeah. Let's do some like terms right here in the middle. 14i and 14i. Okay. So that is 28i. And while we're at it, let's just take care of that I squared. I squared, -1. Boom shakalaka. So now you have a +4 times a -1, which means you have 49 plus 28i minus 4. Now we're close. He's an I value. He's good. I have a 49 regular number subtracting 4 regular number. So it looks like 49 minus 4, that's all I got left. That becomes 45. Throw in my 28i. Got it in standard form. There we go. So you got to add them, you got to subtract them, you got to multiply them. A whole lot of I values, all complex numbers, all the time.